Has anyone caught their breath after Friday night heights in the Maravich Center? A sold-out PMAC, LSU, Alabama, standing room only, bobblehead night, alumni everywhere. We'll have all of the insights for you coming up right now inside LSU Gymnastics.
Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Bro is brought to you each week by Women's Hospital. The best birthday ever is at Woman's. TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue, and Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it. Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Bro is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network.
Welcome inside the LSU Gymnastics Training Center in Baton Rouge. For Inside LSU Gymnastics, I'm Mike Smith. Well, Friday night, unbelievable Friday night heights in the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. We're going to cut to all the highlights in just a few moments, but let me welcome in, as always, our Hall of Fame head coach, Dee Bro. Dee, there have been many highlights in your storied career here at LSU, but I got to imagine that Friday night was right up at the top.
Well, you know, anytime you take on a conference foe, but especially Alabama, it has real meaning, and I think people here in Baton Rouge and our fans were eager to get into that PMAC and see two heavyweights knocking it out.
Well, it might have been snow and ice in the week leading up here in Baton Rouge, but Friday night was on fire in the Maravich Center. There were folks outside scalping tickets, as we're told. Unbelievable to the rafters, 3 deep around the middle. This crowd was unbelievable, Dee, unlike anything I've seen.
It was exciting. You know, our ticket office did a great job. Just the the planning and the preparation, and you know, the village really came through for us, and LSU looked like $1 million.
It absolutely did, and I'll tell you, $1 million right off the bat on the vault. You guys started cashing in on some pretty significant scores. And it actually turned out to be an important moment, we thought, right off the bat, when a bit of an injury forced you to make a substitution in the lineup, and a young lady named Juliana Canamello, who we'll talk about quite a bit today, stepped in a big role. She
did. You know, we knew that she was ready to go. She was our backup on 3 of the 4 events, and Kennedy Edney tweaked her knee a little bit early in the warm-ups, and we just decided we couldn't take a chance. So we let her do 2 events, but we backed her off of the pounding events. And Juliana was the alternate. She'd earned that spot, and it was hers to claim, and she got the go on it.
The junior from Waxhaw, North Carolina, starts off the vault lineup with a 9.85, and then you start rolling from then, Dee. Absolutely. Bob Moore has Sarah Finnegan in that number 2 spot. There's some more experience.
Yeah, you know, Sarah just knows how to compete. She's a beautiful competitor, and her lines are fabulous. I don't know if we did as good a job landing the vaults as we could have, but their air time and their body positions in the air was certainly good.
Maya Hambrick and Sarah Edwards, and then rounding out with Lexi Priestley.
Yeah, Maya Hambrick's vault was nice, beautiful in the air. Here again, step on the landing. It's going to get better as time goes, as we go through the season. That's a 10-0 start value vault, and we need 5 of those, and we've got some that aren't competing those vaults yet. We were really counting on Sarah Edwards and the 10-0 start values to pay off for us, and they did.
And they did. 3 consecutive 9.8s on vault to finish at 49.15. So after the first rotation, the Tide and the Tigers are tied at 49.1.5. And I'll tell you, Dee, you go right over into the uneven bars. That has been an event that not only have we seen gotten better and better and more consistent over the past several years, but to drop a 9.9 score on Friday night, that was special.
Sammy Durante, a freshman, that did another fabulous job. Beautiful 9.9, started for the 9.9, her lines, her handstands. You look at the amplitude in her release moves, little bit of shuffle of her feet on the landing. That's freshman inexperience. That's going to get better. That's going to begin to tighten up, and we're going to see some great performances out of her. But then, you know, Maya goes right after her, and beautiful lines, great position, beginning to really be able to work on the finer points, the extension, the lines, and you know, she comes around and sticks that dismount. It doesn't get any better than that.
9.925 for the senior. Ruby Harold has a career high 9.9 in the 3rd spot. That was really great to see. Kennedy Edney has an opportunity to compete on bars in the 4th spot, Dee. A 9.925 score for her, and it just seemed like there was something special in the air.
Well, you know, and then Jay holds them to a very high standard, on that event, and you know, you can do more repetitions on that event than you can in the pounding events, especially now that we're in our season, we're competing every week. The standard is high, and he makes them compete as a team during practice and the inter squad, and all of that kind of works towards the end point, and what you see at the end of the week is a process of hard work. And
it did indeed. And speaking of punctuation marks, a 9.975 career high score for Sarah Finnegan on the uneven bars, the defending national champion. I tell you, I watched it at least a dozen times, and it was hard to come up with a deduction.
It was beautiful, and we were hoping, we saw 110, we were hoping we would get that 10. You know, there's a panel on the wall that we would really love to see Sarah's face on that. But
it's going to happen.
It'll happen.
And I'll tell you, at the halfway point, the sold-out PMAC crowd was on their feet. The Tigers have a big lead over the Tide, and we'll take you to the second half of LSU Alabama after this timeout inside LSU Gymnastics.
You're a mom the moment you see that second line. And it's time to get ready, because this birthday takes months to plan. Find the doctor who just clicks with you. Make a birth plan that's right for you. Because every woman wants something different, even you and your BFF. And when it's finally time, our doctors and nurses will be by your side as you bring your beautiful baby into this world. The best birthday ever is at Woman's.
Ready, Tim?
Let's do this.
Was that Mike?
That's Harry. The car stopped for me.
And that's automatic emergency braking.
The Nissan Rogue family. Take on today.
Bottom line, they still can't touch you.
I'll take it.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
What's wrong, big guy?
All I wanted was a chance to play today.
You know it's tough, kid, but we've both been in your shoes before.
Yeah, right. You guys are great.
Come on, I have someone you want to meet. You know the only way to become great is to learn from a legend.
Billy Cannon!
Hey, gang, come on in here. We're going to talk some football.
Big day today. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a normal day in a normal place with normal crawfish prepared 36 ways. Maybe today you'll make that breakthrough, and maybe tonight you'll break through too. Maybe it'll rain, maybe you'll shine, or today could just be one of those days. For the unpredictable and the unencumbered, at LSU, maybe counts for a little something extra. Maybe? Absolutely.
When you're more than a fan, the game never ends. Greatness doesn't live in the end zone, at the net, or above the rim.
It lives within every LSU student athlete, and it's your calling to bring out their greatness.
On the field, in the classroom, and in life.
We are the Tiger Athletic Foundation. For decades, we've been the team behind our Tigers. Join us. Be more than a fan.
This segment of Inside LSU Gymnastics is brought to you by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial, lending the way home buyers prefer it.
Welcome back inside LSU Gymnastics. Well, our highlights each and every week are always brought to you by TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue. And the second half of the meet, Dee Dee, the Tigers continue to roll. You move over to the balance beam, and there is that Erin McAdeg factor that you're looking for each and every meet.
Well, you know, Erin starts us off, and it's a real badge of courage for her. She loves going first. She likes the honor of starting off, and she prepares herself really well each week in that event. And Ashley Natt has done a great job of day in and day out monitoring what they're doing on beam. But Erin's just, her lines are so pretty. Her presentation is so nice. But you know, you got this, when you have Erin and then you have Maya, you have a tremendous 1-2 punch right there. And they take a beating sometimes, you know, maybe fractions of a point beating, because we have our best beam workers at the front of our lineup. And I just, you know, I wish the judges would realize that. The judge the routine, not the placement, not about where they are.
And how about Kennedy Edney with a season high score in that third spot, shaking off a bit of that knee injury that you talked about, delivered in a big way.
She did. And, you know, the thing about her is, you know, in our book, The Energy Bus, and, you know, there's a chapter in it, chapter 19, where they talk about, you know, rubbing the rock and polishing the rock. And I talk to Kennedy all the time about extension and lines and presentation and sharp hands and how you present yourself. And she really, I think, is beginning to embrace that chapter 19 in the Energy Bus book. But she looked beautiful up there.
And then Christine Desiderio with a season high score as well. You're going to get a lot more out of this freshman as the months roll by.
Well, you know, we've got two freshmen in that lineup, and Christina goes before Reagan in that fourth spot, which is critically important. You talk about supporting the middle of the lineup, and she did a great job. She's going to get more confident, she's going to get more comfortable, and I think we're going to begin to see a little bit of a cocky attitude, kind of like you're seeing out of Erin Mekadag in the beginning of that lineup. That's what I want to start seeing out of Christina.
A fantastic team beam for the Tigers against Alabama in the Maravich Center. And then, you know, we have this thing called floor over in the PMAC, Dee Dee. The crowd comes to their feet. Everybody can sense that this is an opportunity for LSU to take it to their arch rival. Well,
you know, that's the event where we feel like we've got the most rock polishing to do, because we've lost more people. We lost a lot of power in that event, so that we're trying to recover that loss with finesse and consistency, and we're seeing a lot of people in and out of that lineup.
Well, you start off once again this week with Ashlyn Kirby. We've seen some highlights on her, and again, a very clean routine, and she delivers nearly a 9.9.
You know, in my mind, she's a freshman. She's a sophomore, but she did not compete much at all last year. She came back from a Tommy John surgery that she had when she was a senior in high school. So, you know, her going first set us up, and then Sarah Edwards in that 3 spot. She's like the Energizer bunny, and did a much better job this week of controlling those landings, staying in control of her emotions, so that the last pass is as strong as the first pass.
Sarah Finnegan with a season high 9.925 as she paced her way to a 39.55 all around, and it was a fantastic effort by her. But then, you know, you begin to close out with Maya Hambrick, who just absolutely sticks some of these landings on these passes, Dee Dee.
Well, and you know, Maya and Sarah both are capable of being the anchor, and we had Kennedy in the anchor spot this week, so when we pulled her out, Jewel was the alternate, so we put Juliana in that last spot. And, you know, in retrospect now, I'm thinking, boy, that was brilliant, because if we'd have dropped everybody down and made Juliana go first, I don't know if the outcome would have been the same. But her going last got her emotionally pumped up, emotionally ready, and it gave Sarah Finnegan and the other kids an opportunity to get in Juliana's head and really let her know that they believed in her and she can do this.
And look at what happened, and we'll pause right there to award our exceptional performer of the week, and it'll be Juliana Canamella. As always, our exceptional performance of the week brought to you by Woman's Hospital. The best birthday ever is at Woman's. The junior from Waxhaw, North Carolina, absolutely came in at a critical moment for LSU on Friday, Dee Dee, and Juliana delivered.
You know, some athletes different ones aspire to be different things, and Juliana wants to be relevant. She wants to matter. She wants to know that all of her hard work and her commitment makes contributions to the team's success, and she sometimes feels like if she's an alternate, maybe that's in question. But being an alternate is a tough place to be. She was an alternate in 2 events, went in, and was very relevant to the success of our Friday night.
She was indeed, and the Tigers clinched the meet against the Crimson Tide. We'll have so much more, and we'll also take a look ahead at what lies down the road for your Fighting Tigers after this quick timeout inside LSU Gymnastics.
As long as there is fear, as long as there is curiosity, as long as there are undiscovered corners of the earth, and as long as there is willingness and desire, then you are capable of more.
Get exceptional offers from your Louisiana BMW Centers, the official luxury vehicle of LSU Athletics. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. David specializes in helping first-time home buyers, offering conventional FHA, VA, RD construction, and jumbo loans. David takes the hassle out of getting a home loan while making you feel right at home. Lending the way you like it. Call David today at 921-8152. That's 921-8152. David Alello with Assurance Financial.
So what are you going to do with the speckled trout?
That's right. There's just no doubt about it that this is a place where food is created differently from anywhere else in the world because it just couldn't happen anywhere else. We're a culture made up of so many different people, love of ingredients, love of cooking styles, and they all right here. At the end of the day, that's all Baton Rouge.
When you're more than a fan, the game never ends. Greatness doesn't live in the end zone, at the net, or above the rim.
It lives within every LSU student athlete, and it's your calling to bring out their greatness.
On the field, in the classroom, and in life.
We are the Tiger Athletic Foundation. For decades, we've been the team behind our Tigers. Join us. Be more than a fan.
Big day today. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a normal day in a normal place with normal crawfish prepared 36 ways. Maybe today you'll make that breakthrough. And maybe tonight you'll break through too. Maybe it'll rain. Maybe you'll shine. Or today could just be one of those days. For the unpredictable and the unencumbered, at LSU, maybe counts for a little something extra. Maybe? Absolutely.
This segment of Inside LSU Gymnastics is brought to you by TJ Ribs. TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue.
Welcome back inside LSU Gymnastics. Along with head coach Dee Bro, I'm Mike Smith. And this is Ashley Nat, bobblehead style. About 1,500 of these went so fast Friday night inside the Maravich Center. Dee, she not only is a great alumni now, but she's on your staff doing a fantastic job. How nice was it to see so many fabulous, successful women come back, and men, for LSU on Friday night?
It was such an honor, you know, to have so many. And then, you know, had a party after, had a big party up here after for them. And David did some interviews, and he said the kids, they were kids, women, they were extremely animated and so proud of what they had experienced in the PMAC and what they feel like they were a part of.
We have a great feature here. As a matter of fact, we have so much great stuff. You might see it again in future shows, but let's take you behind the scenes with our LSU alumni after LSU and Alabama.
With gymnastics alumni from the last 5 decades on hand, along with nearly 14,000 screaming Tiger fans, the LSU-Alabama meet was a record-breaking success. 13,729 in attendance marked the biggest crowd in LSU gymnastics history and the 4th highest in the PMAC for any sport in the last decade. The Tiger alumni were blown away by the fan support and the big win over Alabama.
It was great, and really having a sold-out crowd was absolutely the most amazing thing I've ever experienced. I'm super jealous to have not been a gymnast today, but it was just amazing to have experienced it at all, and I'm so happy for the program and how much it's grown and to just have been a part of it.
To be back as an alumni is really exciting. To see the girls that came after me looking so good and being coached by Dee Bro, as well as it's her birthday tonight. So that was really fun to come back and support the team as well as her.
Well, it's really nice to see how things have progressed since I was here, and it's also nice to share the camaraderie of all the stories from when we experienced. Going back, when we were here, we had our meets actually in the field house, and I think we had 10 people, maybe 50 people. Half of them were relatives or boyfriends. But it's exciting to see LSU Gymnastics be a really big part of LSU.
I think we had a curtain back in the day. So, I mean, to see it packed and sold out, that's amazing. I mean, I still get chills when I'm out there. Like when we walked out on the floor, it was amazing just to be a part of this. She's built this up from the ground up, and, you know, good to be a part of it.
The former gymnasts were honored prior to the meet on the floor of the PMAC. and later celebrated the victory inside the famed gymnastics practice facility. Everyone was envious of the new practice space.
This facility is absolutely amazing. Dee Dee has worked so hard to make her dreams and LSU Gymnastics dreams become a reality, and it's beyond words. There are no words.
We had one room that we shared with the men, and we would have to move all our equipment. As a matter of fact, we made our own floor. I think over Christmas holiday, my freshman year, we actually glued the foam to the plywood. That was our floor. So it definitely has come a long way since we were here.
The alumni have all remained close to the program and know the best is yet to come for Coach Dee Dee and the Tigers.
National champions. I'm waiting for it. I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to see what the team has to come.
I mean, seeing what they've done already, the competition is just awesome. I mean, the gymnastics has stepped up, and if they put their mind to it, I think they can obviously go where they need to go, and it's just proving against themselves, really.
Reporting for Inside LSU Gymnastics, I'm Garrett Walton.
What's wrong, big guy?
All I wanted was a chance to play today.
You know it's tough, kid, but we've both been in your shoes before.
Yeah, right. You guys are great.
Come on, I have someone you want to meet. You know the only way to become great is to learn from a legend.
Billy Cannon!
Hey, gang, come on in here. We're going to talk some football.
Dirt isn't always bad. Like outside dirt, that's not a bad thing. Also, it comes off. Inside dirt, yeah, that's way different. But now there's a more powerful Chevron with Teflon. Yeah, it has even more cleaning power to clean up deposits left by low-quality gas. And cleaning up deposits restores lost gas mileage. It's legit.
Now with more cleaning power, Chevron with Teflon, care for your car.
Nice hat.
Romance.
Inferno.
Comedy.
Football.
Ouija. I am Groot!
Voice remote on Contour from Cox. Cable TV reimagined to get you right to the good stuff.
Teamwork, integrity, victory. You'll find words like these on banners, bulletin boards, and locker room walls all across LSU. At Dudley DeBosier, these same values are how we built our law firm. And those values are also how we represent and treat every one of our clients. We're honored to be chosen as the official injury lawyers of LSU Athletics. And we love serving Tiger Nation. Demand Dudley DeBosier, the official injury lawyers of LSU Athletics. 444-4444.
Kennedy, what are y'all doing here so early?
We're here to get some extra work in, Dee Dee.
Yeah, Dee Dee, the season's here.
That's right. We are so fired up. So much pride and tradition. Watch this.
Holy cow! LSU Gymnastics tickets are less than the movies, so make sure to get yours today.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
This week's Look Ahead is always brought to you by Assurance Financial and David Alello, lending the way home buyers prefer it. Dee Dee looking ahead, a chance to go on the road into a huge recruiting zone, a huge club zone, and DFW on the podium?
Well, it's a great meet, and lots of kids, lots of age group gymnasts are there, and we've had a lot of athletes from Texas, have some from Texas on our team now. So the kids are looking forward to being there, and you know it's going to be a great week of preparation for us. We have our Tiger Tuesday dinner at Phil's Oyster Bar with the kids that got the drawing. They get to have dinner with the staff, and then be off on Wednesday and inter squad on Thursday, and we do it again. Off we go.
Off to the Metroplex Challenge against UCLA, a top 5 program. Also against North Carolina State and Washington as well out of the Pac-12. It'll be a great meet, and it'll be available on Flow Gymnastics. If you want to catch it, you can go there and subscribe and catch all of the action live and streaming onto your devices. Dee Dee, 2,000 students inside the Maravich Center. Real quick, unbelievable.
All wearing crowns.
All wearing the stick crowns.
It was great, and the shakers. It was so loud on the floor. It was just, you know, Maya said it was like being in Tiger Stadium. It was amazing.
And you have to get your tickets for LSU Kentucky on February 2nd at lsutix.net. Well, Dee Dee, that's all the time we have for today, but we know that we'll be back again next week to bring all of the Metroplex Challenge highlights to you and yours right here inside LSU Gymnastics.
Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Dee Bro has been brought to you by Women's Hospital. The best birthday ever is at Women's. TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue. And by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it. Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Dee Bro is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network. The LSU Sports Television Network is a division of LSU Sports Properties.
Nearly 10,000 people here at the PMAC.